Hey guys, MGH here, and welcome back to my Bradford City career mode. I'm going to get used to saying that. Feels weird not saying Arsenal, and this is the first episode which I'm going to be doing over the gameplay after I've recorded it instead of doing it live. Just a few things to clear up something first. I might sound a little bit different today. My hay fever's kind of flared up this evening, and I've had nosebleeds. I've had everything. I feel pretty hay feverish, if that's a word. And it always affects my voice. I always need to cough and sneeze and shit. But hopefully, I should be able to do a 10-minute video without needing to do any of that stuff. Now, so far, I just want to say, guys, this is going so well. I'm really enjoying it. That's the main thing, right? I want to enjoy it, so my videos are then fun to listen to. You know, I want you guys to know that I'm enjoying playing the career mode. You know, maybe that's why the Arsenal career mode did get a bit boring, because maybe I got a bit bored towards the end, you know? And it's very refreshing playing a new team and dropping from, you know, top of the Premiership to almost bottom of the League 2 in England. It's a big jump, and it's just so refreshing. The team is, you know, I'm not going to lie, it's not great, and it's a challenge, you know. And that's exactly what I needed, I think. I was at a point where I needed a challenge, and this is exactly what I needed to do, and that was a low league team. Now, I want to clear up a few other things as well while you watch the gameplay. What a goal from Hansen, by the way. What a cross as well. A lot of people were a little bit disappointed. Well, no, not a lot of people, but some people were disappointed that it was yet another English team. I just want to say, guys, that I didn't want to do an English team, really. I wanted to do something else, a different league, but England is the only place in FIFA that has 4 leagues, and this kind of series wouldn't work. Playing a low league team in Italy, for example, in League 2, is it the Serie B? I think that's what it is, or whatever it is. I'm sorry if I've forgotten that. It wouldn't have worked, you know, just 2 seasons and I could have been top of the Serie A, right? So it made sense to go for a low league team in England just so I can progress through all 4 leagues, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing here. It's pretty much exactly the same as my Shrewsbury career mode. Now, as I'm recording this, it's still a little bit too early. I haven't been able to read through all of your feedback yet, but what I have seen so far from episode 1 and 2 is that the most people don't want me to use the billionaire takeover. They think it will ruin the series, but there are a handful of people who said, yeah, go for it and just buy scouts. So what I'm thinking of doing is actually not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scout another pro, and then I'll sell him, and then I'll use the money I get from that to then buy a really good scout. I think that's the most balanced way to do this. I don't want to make the series boring by, you know, having 50 million. Even though technically I could say, right, I won't spend this on players, I will just use it for scouting, it's still not going to have that same effect. It doesn't feel so realistic. So I think for now, I'll leave the first season just purely to fight, to get into League 1 and get out of this rubbish league. No offence, I don't want to disrespect other teams, but it's a really boring league for me because I don't watch it in real life. I don't listen to results, nothing. League 2 and League 1 I pretty much don't even tune into whatsoever. And I know it's kind of poor, but it's just the way I am. I like BPL, and it's pretty much the reason why I've done English PPL teams for so long now. And this is a really lucky goal, but a really great goal as well. A really important goal here against Barnet. I've been doing well, you know, I'm quite happy. I thought it would take me a longer time of period to get used to this team, but actually I'm feeling like I'm warming to Bradford already, and I've said it multiple times, you know, I've got a lot of respect for Bradford as a club in real life. They did so well this season, or they are doing so well this season, and it's just awesome being able to bring them into my channel and do a series on them, which is really cool. Now, you would have seen I put in an offer for this guy here, Somoza. He is a centre attacking midfielder, and he finally decides to join after having to renegotiate twice. Now, the reason I've gone for him is because my midfielders, I'm a little bit bare on midfielders, and now I'm going for a striker. And I know I've bought Tim Payne before, and that was on my Rangers career mode, but I think I played him about 3 times because I got Benzia as well, so I never played him. Tim Payne is basically coming in the squad as a backup striker. You saw he was very cheap, only £750 a week. So we're going to try and get him. And look at this fail. I was going to cut this out so you never saw me fail so much. God, I couldn't get those words out. It was absolutely awesome, right? Now, talking of Wells, as you saw there, he popped up. 7 goals so far. Watch this. He's already been injured once, out for 5 days, and boom, injured again. I mean, I'm just so unlucky, man, with injuries. I seem to get them all the time. And Wells is going to be out. We'll see at the end of this match here how long for. Notice how I changed his boots as well. I'm always doing that. So if you ever see my players with new boots, it's because sometimes I just feel like I need to change the team's design, the look. You know, I feel like changing boots actually makes your players feel different. especially wingers. You know, if you put bright boots on wingers, they just look faster, they look more agile. It's all in my head. It's completely in my head. I'm absolutely mental, guys. But, you know, it makes me happy. So I like to collect the boots on this game. I buy them all every time. But anyway, this game's going well. We're still 0-0 at the moment, but it is still going well. We're still getting the chances. You're going to see this one here. This is hilarious. Oh, sorry. It's the next one. This is close, though, from Hansen. Just hits it over the bar. But you'll see coming up very, very soon, I miss an absolute sitter. Check this out, right? Into Hansen. It's a great first touch. We're going to cut back here, pass it into Connell, and watch this. What the... I thought it went through the net at first. I had a bit of the moment where I was like, wait, what? And it actually went wide by about a couple of centimetres, so very unlucky there. And finishes 0-0. And I don't think it's finishing, though. I think this is actually the Capital One Cup, yeah. So we go into extra time. 90 minutes, no goals. Not the best match ever, but loads of highlights to show you, because I was getting good chances on goal, just wasn't finishing them. And one goes wide there, which is good. We'll take that. And then we're going to get our chance coming up very soon here in the 110th minute. Look at this. Jones gets the ball outside the D, has a shot, gets deflected. Hansen picks up the mess and slots it into the bottom right. 1-1-1. Look at that. Hansen, you know, my initial thoughts on him was he's very sluggish, just pretty awful on the ball. Very good in the air, obviously. But actually, if you use L2, or is it LT for Xbox, I think, you know, when you do the close control dribbling, he's an absolute stunning player. Even though he's tall and he is sluggish, I can't deny it, he's actually very good when you hold that L2 button. Use it, abuse it, and don't sprint. Don't sprint with him, because his sprint is what ruins him. But anyway, here's the injury. Look away. Oh, it's okay. It's just 9 days. Thank God for that. Wells is only going to be out for 9 days. He is 65 overall already, by the way, so really nice progression already. Gone up by 1, I believe it is. There will be a squad report. I'll do that towards Christmas time when we're going to make some transfer changes in the transfer window. But I'll tell you what, Tim Payne was a pain in the arse to get. Get it? Tim Payne was a pain in the... Yeah. He just kept declining everything until I offered him more than he was basically asking for. And he finally accepted. So I have had to shell out £1,450 per week for him. But that's better than 2k, which is what I got Somoza for. So I'm happy with that. Tim Payne is a good player, and he will do well for me this season, and then he probably won't be used ever again. But that's what it's like when you're playing in League 2. It's just about finding those players that's going to boost you up to the end of the season, get as many points as you can, and just survive, you know, and make sure you get that promotion. As soon as I'm in League 1, I'll have a bit more money to spend, and maybe by then I will have a couple of youth squad players from my scout or whatever that will be progressing in the team nicely. But we concede a goal. McDonald, 14 minutes in, it's an awful parry from the keeper this. Just right in front of him. It's really poor. That you've got to hit it out to the side, man. Not really impressed with that at all. So automatically I was into fight mode. I wasn't going to take a loss here. I don't know what it is. In the cup games I seem to be performing so much better than I do in the league. So that's something I'm going to change. But changing to 3-5-2 was the best thing I did with this team. I think 3-5-2 on career mode is the best formation. It's as simple as that. And look who's there to score again. Wells is still out. But luckily for me, Hansen is just as good in those kind of areas. If you hold L2, that is. He's not as pacey as Wells, but he's stronger. I think he hits the ball much harder as well. I mean, the keeper, look at that, dives after the ball's gone past him. So, really nice goal from Hansen to make it 1-1 there. And it stayed 1-1 for the rest of the first half. Nothing else going on there. By the way, I just want to say, I'm going to be including much more highlights in these episodes than I did in the Arsenal career mode, just because when it's lower league teams and I don't know too much about the teams, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know much about these teams. I kind of want to make it all about the goals and not just about, you know, the actual rivalries between teams and stuff like I did with Arsenal. So just so you know, there will be more goals and stuff in these episodes and less waffling on about the teams, because I can't really waffle on about them. We hit the post there with Somoza, almost getting his debut goal, which was a little bit of a shame. He is looking to be a very decent player indeed. He doesn't have the best potential. I think it was like 68, but we'll take him because he's so cheap. And, well, he just strengthens up the team. It's as simple as that. Hines gets the ball out on the right here. We're 90 minutes in, 1-1, and I'm dropping points. We can't be having that. We finally get to the edge here. We've got ourselves a corner. We're going to whip this one in with Jones. Straight to McArdle. And he can't win a header, but no worries. Hansen is just peeling off the defenders there, and he smashes it into the top right. What a way to win the game. Give me those 3 points. Little shush celebration, and I can't hear you celebration as well. Fantastic goal from Hansen. Him and Wells, I think they're going to win me the league. I'm making a prediction. I reckon we can go for it. But guys, that's going to wrap up episode 3. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like rating. I'd really appreciate it. All of the support on the last episodes, I really do appreciate that, guys. It means a lot. I was a bit nervous that this one wouldn't go down well either, but it seems to be that everyone is happy that I'm kind of going back to my roots, old school career mode. So thank you for watching, guys. Really do appreciate the support, and cue the outro.